That's one goal done. I had like a goal of getting the stage done in like 3 runs. And I just decided to play from the start to see what I needed to really work on. And the plan was the entire stage, pre-boss, first non to second blue non, and then second blue non to the end. That last one's gonna be the real bitch, cause that ain't going well. Owie. That was a dumb death. So the first half of the fight seems pretty easy overall. There's third spell, first blue non, and Junko, frickin' non. But outside of that, I don't know. I don't see any of those as like abysmal. They're doable. I can do them. I'm gonna have to spend most of the day playing frickin' Blunon 2 and Lunatic Impact, and I am not excited. That's fast. she really just gets to shooting when you start at the snow, huh? Yo, I actually capped it. Can't wait to play that like 20 million times to actually get good at it though. I thought I'd smell like 40 attempts to cap it for the first try. Oh, but now I have to keep it squeaky clean. And I have to do this non right after. Bro, I'm never doing this shit. Take me 100 years. I'm gonna be 345 by the time I beat this one. What a fun spell card. I'm having a great time. I love how needlessly long it is. The length is just the icing on top. That's just the cherry on top. That's just the bonus. It's the fact that it's also just impossible. It's just like I don't want to learn Lunatic Impact, dude. I don't want to sit here freaking sit here for 800 years to get it to like 50%. Come to me, speed kill. Out of 99 plus. I don't want to be like that, dude. This looks like ass. I don't want to do this. Grayson might be the worst shot here. I don't know though. Ugh. 5 out of 10 sound. I don't want to be rocking 50% on, what is this? Spell freaking like 7? That sucks. I think it's Sun-Eye. It could be Raysun. I don't know. The guy who kept telling me it was Sun-Eye suddenly decided it was actually Raysun. I don't know what to believe. I don't know if to believe him. He's like the person I disagree with the most ever. I don't even know, dude. I'm literally, I don't even, that route just looked like a not nice. I want to, like, I don't know, home grow my own route, dude. You guys come down here. The problem is I'm just gonna be like throwing myself at this spell over and over again. Not really learning much. so not excited to do this bullshit. Great, they're out of sync. I don't know if I'll find this or UM worse. I legit can't do Dragon Eater, and I don't care if John underrates literally everything, tells me that there's a route for it. It's freaking impossible. Like, how do I not get them disconnected when the movements are, when there's movement RNG? Like, oh my god. Oh, this spell sucks ass, dude. This spell is garbage. I'm so mad. I hate movement RNG. That's the same problem I have with freaking Dragon Eater. Ugh. Dragon Eater is the same goddamn thing where it's like, oh, it would be not that bad if I didn't have it randomly moving to the wall, and suddenly it's like, okay, now how do I aim it to the left of her to make it safer for me? Just wing it. I might as well. I'm gonna be putting in 3,000 attempts into Lunatic Impact. Day 149 of LoLK ExNN. Think I'm finally ready for attempts, guys. That's what's gonna happen. Ugh. Spell can rot, dude. It can rot. I don't know. The one closest? Sure. I don't want to hear for one spell it isn't enough. I hope you understand that for ExNN, that's a lot for me. I don't care. I'm not doing freaking LMB that's 300 times my skill. I'm not doing LNN when my highest achievement is a normal 1cc. I am doing an ExNN that, according to some people, is not even the hardest thing I have done. And it's like, the most attempts I've put into an extra spell thus far is like 150. Maybe 200. 150 on one shot type. Kara's LMB? Yeah, I'm something like that. It's easily the hardest, but also I've had to do bad shots, and that's where things get muddled up. Like, I had to do Yomoigo Wabak, I had to do Sakia B DDC, and some people will argue that, I actually don't know if some people will argue it, but I'm sure if I brought it up, there's a couple people, you know, the only, like, 2 people who would ever have a thought on such a thing, and be like, yeah, Sakia B DDC is just harder. And it's like, I don't know about that one. I did find Sakia B DDC to be really hard, though. I thought it was harder than USD LMB. Although that might just be me talking out of my ass. I don't really know. It's not an easy thing to compare. That's just kind of the feeling I got playing it. Like, there's no question about it being the hardest with the best shot too. Worst shot, I don't even know. I have to do this shit 4 times. And the stream is the only place I can complain, because if I complain in, like, Discord, I'm gonna have 1 or 2 people being like, dude, it's not that bad. It's actually free. Lunatic Impact, I got, like, 90% plus on it, dude. You're just a pussy. And I'm like, alright, bro. Glad to hear. Things could always be worse. It could be Bahag. Bupok. I don't even know how you say it. Eight minutes long. I'd cry. I'd cry if this was 8 minutes long. That's the worst part about the extra stages. I don't get to complain, dude. I don't get to complain about things being hard on Discord because either no one knows what I'm talking about, or they're just gonna disagree with me. And it's never a constructive criticism, disagreement. I find it easy though, and it's like, yay! I'm so glad. I love talking to people. Everything is hard. Exactly, but no. I could say Grudge Bow is hard, and I'll have 20 people being like, I found it so free, dude. You know what's really harder than Grudge Bow? The stage section. Like, oh, really? Oh, it's because you're... Ugh. Anger. 40 seconds. How fast was his cap? 33? That's cool, but I can't... I don't even know what the fuck he did half the time. I watched that, and I was like, what is he doing? It is. It's a brain cell take of I am way beyond the skill level for ExNN, and thus I have to learn something, therefore it is harder because I said so. That's the kind of take it is, and it makes me mad. Because it's always, the people who say it, it's always either freaking guy who just started playing a week ago, or it's the guy who has, like, all game LMB. There's no in between. Learning stuff is impossible. I think, unironically, I'm just gonna have to keep playing this spell until I get it baked in my muscle memory. Because a spell with this much, like, aiming with the moons and shit, and boss movement and whatnot, I don't see myself being able to, like, actively remember everything. I'm just gonna have to keep playing it. I should have renamed the stream to just Lunatic Impact. Smile. Because here's the thing, this is so late on. If this was like a mid-boss spell, bro, I wouldn't even care that much. But no, it's like at the end of the fight. I have to go through everything just to get to here. Like, oh my god. That was just crazy. I'm actually gonna have fucking 3K on this, bro. LoLK ExNN better be my hardest achievement just with Reimu. And then I have to do 3 other shots, and it's like, great. Meanwhile, I say that in like a Discord, friggin', I'm gonna get comments and just like, bro, you're overrating it so bad, bro. Did you even learn? Did you even learn? You're actually so trash, dude. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna freak it. I'm mad at something that hasn't even happened, but it's like, that's all I have to talk about. I'm pissed. I don't know why I keep doing it like that. I don't want to have that happen. I want to aim it off to the side she's closest to, but I keep just saying, damage. Or I'm gonna get a comment like, well, when I use my shot. Oh, we use your shot. That's cool. Yeah, guess what I'm not using? Dude, I had to do Reimu. I didn't have to. I did Reimu primarily. I did Racing EX clear, but then I decided to just do Reimu instead. Like, I put time into Reimu, and then I just did Racing cuz. And I was like, damn, this shot type cheats. And then I just went back to Reimu. when I suffered for like 8 extra hours because this shit's impossible. Not like I used TH Crack. I didn't use TH Crack. I just kept having to spam runs, and it was the most mind-numbing thing I've ever gone through. Did I ever mention I don't like LoLK? I'm gonna be for real. This game's kind of a pain in my ass half the time. The patterns are just not fun for the most part. I have such mixed opinions on this EX because it has fun patterns and then it has like some of my least favorite patterns in the series. That's LoLK as a whole though. It's just like it's got some cool stuff and then it has the worst thing of all time. Other games aren't like that. I either just like most of it or dislike most of it. No, LoLK is like, here's an absolute banger, followed up by like the worst thing of all time. Have fun. Bye. Stormy is actually one of the world's most boring boss fights, unironically. I think Dormy is actually, like, I'm falling asleep. Like, not to say she's easy, because I don't really know if she's that easy, but oh my god, it is so boring. It's like, I'm not even learning anything. Sometimes I think Junko is fun, and then I remember it's just PDH. And the rest of the fight is very much whatever to this sucks. Oh my god. I hate the screen shaking, dude. It's so annoying. I hate the stars, the RNG, dude. They are not irrelevant. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I get pissed off when I think about LoLK EX because I just remember comments from like 2 or 3 people about the difficulty of it and how it's so easy, dude. It's like not so easy, but like it's so overrated and everyone just doesn't take time to learn it. Like, if I gotta spend like 20 hours learning a single spell, that's a lot more than if I had to spend on everything else. Oh my god. I'm gonna go insane. How long am I streaming? Half an hour? Ugh. I'm so butthurt, dude, because the spell is just like... It's so hard! I can't do it! I think this is just the hardest EX spell, period. Now that I think about it. I refuse to believe it's not at this point. Even counting worst shots. I don't know. I learned Yomu Eagle Saki Final faster than this. Like, oh, cool! Almost died because the stars were bad. No, they're irrelevant. Who cares? Not even a problem. Oh my god. PH isn't even what bothers me if I would ever think about going for LMB. It's just the fact that Stage 1 is the biggest thing. Stage 1 is so unfun. I hate Stage 1, dude. I don't say I hate a lot of things, but unironically, I hate LoLK Stage 1. Everything about it, dude. It's such a pain in the ass. I hate it. I hate it. It's dumb. It's stinky. Oh my god. It's like, oh yeah, rush up. Rush up to the stars, bro. Literally, it's never hard. It's never hard! Man with 10 times the skill as me. It's It's really... you should be able to do it, bro. It's so easy. So easy, dude. My stream is just a place for me to vent at this point. I have nothing else. I'm just pissed. I'm mad. I'm mad. Cause I talk about this stuff all the time, but it's so frustrating hearing someone just call something easy constantly. Oh, it's so learnable, dude. Like, yeah, but there's like, I hate the fact that the learning process is just constantly ignored for everything ever. If I gotta spend, like, 4,000 attempts to get a semblance of understanding what I gotta do, and then it's suddenly, like, 100%, there's a problem there. I gotta sit through all that. Like, maybe if it took, like, 10 or 20 attempts, then fine. But this? Oh. I want to fist fight LoLK players, dude. All of them. Every single one of them. Like LoLK, too bad. Not because I dislike the game, but I swear to God, they always got the goofiest opinions. It's not even a matter of I mind this being disagreed with. It's just how it's always presented. It always makes me feel dumb for not being good at certain something. It's full of so many annoying stuff. Everything in stage 1. Ringo is by far the best part of LoLK. Like, the stage design is so just... I don't even... Like, usually people tend to want the bosses or whatever, but I hate the stage design. You know what I also hate? The life mechanic. The fact that it's tied to graze and the amount of enemies you kill is so annoying to me when your graze blocks is tied to your hitbox. You know how frustrating it is to do Reimu normal 1cc when I'm, like, not a hard 1cc player and I can't graze half the things because my graze hitbox is 2 pixels long? Every chapter is, like, nothing or everything. My favorite is the repeated chapter, like, 6 times, where it's these fairies that shoot down aimed stars, or maybe lasers, and they go in, like, a zigzag pattern, and if you kill them, they do bad things, but if you don't kill them, then they do nothing. And that's, like, 6, like, that is used in Extra, that is used in, like, 3 different times in main game or whatever. Like, chill out. Then you got, like, laser spam in frickin' stage 5. The most garbage poo-poo stage segment of all time. It's just spam. It's just spam. Like, yeah, PCB stage 6 spam sucks. And I agree. That's also garbage. But at least it's still hard, no matter the shot. Like, yeah, it's so much worse, like Marisa and Reimu B compared to, like, Reimu A. But then it's like, laser spam here is like, it's either you play Reimu and you do nothing, or you play Marisa and you might as well just be sitting there being like, I sure hope nothing goes wrong. You've grown to like it? I just hate how out of place it is. That's my problem. I hate how out of place it is, how far it is into the run. That's what frustrates me the most. The fact that people will choose Reimu A purely because she has a very simple to do and just a bottom tier or top tier like spam or whatever. Like, that's nice. But like, no, that's not nice. That's garbage. The fact that people will choose a shot purely over that because it's just that bad sucks. No one's steering clear of Reimu A and EOSD because she has a kind of poopy books. They're steering clear of her for more than one reason. But then Marisa A has like the garbage patchy. So like there's more factors there. PCB is like... It's so sad, because I actually really like PCB. And Stage 6 spam is like... bottom of the barrel thing in Toho for me. Like, I like a lot about that game. And then it's like... Stage 6 spam. Ooh, I'm not even rocking 10%. Let's go, dude. I hate movement RNG, dude. When you have to route a spell, and it's like, oh, do they happen to go left? Do they happen to move up or down just cause? Just cause they're feeling goofy? Like, this is the kind of thing I want to be happening on this spell, like this sort of setup. Oh, cool. I love how they block my bullets, too. It's so nice to have giant bowling balls flying across the screen, blocking all of my shots, so this happens, because, oh, I want her to be dead, but too bad, I couldn't even see it, because there's so much screen shaking and other moons all over the place. Oh my god. Dying there can suck. The fact that I didn't border break the spam is still a miracle. I specifically chose Sakia B and PCB because I didn't want to have, like, essentially forced death on spam. Like, fun fact, I was a Marisa A player at the time. And then spam existed, and I was like, I don't want to just, like, get here and die. Like, I don't want that to just be essentially guaranteed. Great. Great. No, good. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad I couldn't move up there. And thus everything ever was in my face all of a sudden and I had nowhere to go. I'm glad. I'm so happy. It's not even that the spell is hard. I'm not even having a bad time playing it. It's the fact that I've been told it's so easy, dude. Third spell is so much harder, bro. Ugh. That's what tilts me beyond. That's other people, bro. If I played this series in isolation, dude, oh my god, I'd be done. LoLK ExNN would already be behind me. You know what? So would IN. I'd be done with extras. But no, I get burnout because I have to listen to other people calling everything free and easy, and it makes me want to give up. I have nearly quit Toho on like 5 separate occasions. Not equations. I have been ready to just say, fuck this series. I hate some people in the community. I don't really hate people in the community. I feel like they hate me sometimes, though. I feel like some people do just not like me. Which is not a fun feeling. I don't like having people dislike me. But it's definitely something I feel nonetheless. Sometimes it might just be me just seeing things a different way. I don't know. I didn't even know what hit me there. I'm gonna be real. I've left main chord like at least 3 times. 3 times minimum. Because I was just like... Well, various reasons. Could have been a specific argument. Could have just been I felt like people hated me and I was just having a moment. Various things. I don't know if I'm well liked. And while I don't exactly want to be like... Or expecting like to be massive, popular, everyone loves me kind of person. I don't want to have people dislike me. Despite that, things happen. I hate that I have to unfocus for damage. Because that's constantly in my mind. Like, oh, I need to unfocus if I want to deal damage here. Cool. God, I threw. That was actually such a great moon lineup, and then that happened. Yeah, annoyingly designed, yeah. Yeah, I kind of ranted a bit too much, huh? Least favorite main game. I think it's probably mine too. At least for Windows. I can say like HRTP or SWW. Those feel like cheat answers. SOW was like his first game. HRTP is just different. I'm not into it. I don't know. I just don't find it fun. I find SOEW too jank. I can appreciate it for what it was, you know. It was his first shmup. He tried. But I think it just has some really wacky design decisions and whatnot. Like, one thing I don't mention too much is, if you know, there's a thing called, like, the Toho Ultra Patches, and it basically just doubles the bullets. That's just what it does. And that's what SOEW hard is. And then Lunatic is basically just hard, but everything has revenge bullets. And I think it's so dumb. I hate revenge bullets. They feel so lazy most of the time. Like, if every enemy has one at least. Like, the occasional revenge bullet enemy, that's fine. But when every single enemy in the game shoots back at you when they die, I think that's just dumb. Yeah, the health, too. Every boss has so much health for no reason. My biggest thing is just... Yeah, big fairies, too, are also tanky as hell. My biggest thing is also just... LoLK is, like... That's why point devices are right. A lot of LoLK is fun in, like, isolation and doing it for, like, the first time. All together, I just think it's so frustrating. At GFW, when you go onto hard and lunatic and everything, at least it kind of pairs with the freeze mechanic. I still think it's kind of lazy. Why do I not? I gotta aim it to the side. I just forget to do that. I go monkey mode and I'm like, gorilla must hit boss. I don't know why that did not sound monkey-like. It sounded more like a Russian accent for some reason. Ooh, fight back. Ooh, kill. Ah! What do you want, kid? You wanna go outside? Come on. nothing. I hate. I only hate. I hate everything. 6 out of 99. You know how many extra spells I've gone over 100 on as a single shot type? Not many. It's like Kutaka first EX spell. Saki final is Yomu Eagle. Blue UFO is Reimu B. Those are the only answers I got. Like, dude, they just don't line up super well. And it's like, great. Now, instead of just a singular moon, it's like freaking 300 of them. Might as well. Just next to each other. Oh my gosh. Am I really gonna be able to do this? I don't. How am I gonna do LoLK ExNN? Like, actually, how am I gonna do this? I don't see it happening. I'm so... Oh, my mindset is already ruined. Good job, me. I'm already, like, down on myself because I'm... Well, first of all, I'm thinking of other people. Bad mistake. Second of all, I'm just blowing hot ass at this spell card. Wow! That's like my 7th capture. Wow. I hate lunatic for that. I'm gonna get 100 caps on this by the end of this. Because I don't know what else to do. I won't even have anything done by then. Oh my god. It's the fact that I think about how people say it shouldn't be this bad. And then it is. And then it is. Like, I just can't do it. It's Wabak all over again, dude. No, I don't want that. That's what made me almost quit. It is hard. Well, for the most part, you have one guy. I always say one guy. It's always the same goddamn guy because he's always, everything I find hard, he finds easy. And then he's like, oh, but I find TSS hard, therefore, like, okay, like that means anything. The most, like, least skill-based thing of all time is basically RNG if you're good at TSS or not. Like, okay, yeah, oh, wow, I'm maybe better than you at TSS, and then everything else I'm, like, worse than you at. Yes, I am speaking of him. It's him every time, dude. Talking to him has almost made me quit, like, 2 separate times. He says everyone overrates everything, but he underrates everything. Everything is, like, easy to him. It's so unreal. He thinks everything overrates everyone, because I don't even know. But if he can do it, then why can't I? That's his logic. Like, I don't know, you've been playing since, like, 2014. Maybe that's why. And, he refuses to admit it, and that's what makes it so much worse. He'll call himself not good, and it's like, well, what does that make me? What does that make me? I hate the idea of overrate and underrate too, but it's the fact that he thinks everything is easy until it's just randomly not. He'll be, everything is like easy to him except like the most impossible things, and then he'll be like, dude, but this one thing I find is really hard. He's probably like 95% on it. Like, it's the fact that it's just, oh, if he can do it, why can't everyone else? And it's like, that's not how this works. Why apply that to everything? Why? He he was he was probably the biggest reason why I almost quit when doing LoLK. Because every single time LoLK got brought up, he'd call it easy. I really like PCB. Anytime PCB gets brought up, he talks about how, oh, it's so sleepy, boring, easy. It's so frustrating. I don't want to hear it. Eugene doesn't. He won't stop telling me. Every single time I call Dragon Eater hard, he says there's a route for it, and it's not that hard. Snake Eater is harder. And then he does not elaborate. He just doesn't. I've asked him to, too, and he just didn't. Like, what? He just says, I know. Sometimes. Other times, it's like, yeah. That's essentially what it's like. It's so rare. I've asked him to sometimes, and he just doesn't. And it's like, oh my god. You can't just call something easy and then not tell me why. He elaborate. It's so frustrating. It's like at a lower level, when I was like first joined the server, there was other things that really upset me, and now it's mostly him. It's like I wish it wasn't. I wish it wasn't just like one person, but it just is. Like I don't know what to do about it. Everything is easy to him. Everything is overrated until it's not, and then it's like the most random thing. He's probably rocking like again 95% on. He's called Green UFO hard, and then also free. And I don't know what. Yeah, there's a safe spot. Does not say anything past that. A lot of people will do that sometimes. There's also something I've noticed he does, which is really annoying, where, so if you say something is hard or easy, if that conflicts with the difficulty of whatever shot he uses, he will mention it. Not if it conflicts with the difficulty of the best shot in the game, just if whatever he uses. Call something hard? Well, I use this shot type, and it's actually really easy. Call something easy? Well, I use this type, and it's actually hard? What are you talking about? Dude, this is the bowler strat! This is gonna happen once in a blue moon, but like, hot diggity dog, dude. I want that to happen more often. Dude, I was balling there. Yeah, that was God Moon alignment. I needed that. Honestly, I like being able to rant on stream sometimes, because the thing is, I never get these words out, ever, if it's not on stream. I'm not gonna complain to my friends, because, I don't know, they don't play Toho. They'll barely understand. They'll understand if I say vague stuff about it, like, really vague. Like, I call something easy and someone else calls it... No, I call something hard and someone else... Frame 1. This isn't just a him thing, too. Call anything, any difficulty. Someone's coming frame 1. It doesn't even have to be difficulty. You could mention, oh my god. Something that happens all the time in main court is one of my least favorite things. You mention a game, that game's #1 hater is coming in to talk about how much they dislike it. Frame 1, every time. I know! The person I was thinking of. Like, I get it, you don't like IN. I don't want to hear that every single time someone brings up IN. IN is like the most neutral game I'm on. Like with PCB, you could make the argument, oh, it's because you like it, so you focus more on how much it. But I'm like so neutral on IN, and I'm so sick of hearing about how much he dislikes it every time, dude. No one cares. We get it. We get it. You don't like it. Say something positive for once, dude. Get some positivity in chat, dude. Learn to be quiet. It also happens with the spin-offs, dude. Like, I get HBM kind of sucks. I don't want to hear about it every time. It's not even... People will specifically bring up HBM just to shit-talk it. Every single time. I don't care. Shut up. I get it. Please. I don't want to hear you complain about the same thing for the 40th time in a row. I'm sick of it. I'm done. HBM bad. I've heard it's just like super grindy and kind of boring. I didn't play too much of it, but I can see that. But it's like, I get it. It's the same thing with VD, dude. VD is like the most inoffensive, boring game of all time from what I've seen. But it's not, like, again, it's inoffensive, but like, everyone's like, I expected a good game. And it's like, that's cool. I didn't. I get it. I get it. You expected something more. When did VD come out? Too long ago? It's been years! People stopped talking about freaking Sonic Boom sooner than people talked about that game. I didn't play too much of it. I played it for like a day or two. And I was like, I kind of like the grindy nature of it. And then I stopped playing. I can get down with a grind that lets me unlock stuff. Like, that's always been one of my favorite things. Just getting better. But at the same time, I don't like equipment. Yeah, it does seem... Like, dude, some of the stage section... Once they start, like, overlapping two stage sections, you can just get, like, the most impossible garbage thing of all time. And it's like, oh, well... I forget about most of the games I just, like... Some of my least favorite games, I just don't think of sometimes. Unless it's, like, brought up. Which is not common. Because it's not, like, a Toho game. I'm not going into a Toho server to talk about how much I dislike Toho. It's like Neptunia V3, Tales of Zestiria, like those games. Like, I'm not going into those servers to just talk about how much I dislike them. Do I dislike those games? Yeah, I think they were miserable to play through. I didn't even finish Zestiria. I'm not even gonna talk about Zestiria right now. But Zestiria is like, I like the Tales of series, even if I can't fucking finish a game for some reason. Like, I own my own to beaten ratio is way too much. Mostly because they're long-ass games, and it's like, I don't want to sit through that. But Zestiria was like a game, I'd be alright with it, and then it's like, oh my god. I don't want to dwell too much on that. It is pretty pricey, yeah. Oh, please. I want the cap. No. Thank you. I'm getting better at it, okay, clearly, but it's still... I'm basically just committing it to muscle memory and trying my best. I don't hate playing Lunatic Impact, though. I think it's fine, but having to hear about how it's consistent and easy and you guys are overrating it makes me fucking piss my pants. Yeah, rant more. Dude, the rant power is honestly insane. When I had to play SA Mario CC and I lost my mind, when I went Goblin mode, dude, Goblin mode is like a stat buff. So luckless. I wanted to wait for like the English translation and I just didn't care to go back. I'll probably go back eventually. I want to actually beat all the spin-offs. Dude, I love having to see the Minariko card again and again. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I get to see the worst card in the game constantly. Get an extra life. Okay. Sure. I loved having to sit there with my phone, Google Translate image thing, trying to read it. Yeah, Mario Party and frickin'... What is it? Mario Party and Paper Mario are like... People will get so mad if you like or dislike certain one of the ones, and I don't get it. I am for Paper Mario especially, I'm a certified enjoyer of Color Splash, Origami King, Super Paper Mario. Sticker Star is still the worst, but I kind of like it in a way. At least when I went for 100%, because I don't know, I liked the exploration of it all. Do I think everyone is expected to like it? No. But, oh my god, that's another series too. Having to hear people constantly just talk bad about... Listen, I guess Sticker Star isn't the greatest, but having to hear it... Oh my god, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, 5 out of 10 is probably where I'd put it from what I've played and whatnot. Like, it's not great. Dude, total players don't know what a bad game is like, unironically. They haven't played a bad game. They play a game that's mediocre and they're like, this is the worst thing I have ever played. Like, you have not played garbage. Alright? You don't know what true garbage is like. Like, NOTP is garbage. But everyone always watches that like, oh, it's a funny kind of garbage. Like, maybe watching it. Playing NOTP, actual misery. Actually one of the worst experiences of all time. I played that in front of my friends, and if I didn't do that, I would have lost my mind. It's so bad. That's an actual, like, 2 out of 10 to 1 out of 10 game. It is the worst, dude. That's a bad game. HBM is, like, really mediocre. It's really mediocre at a kind of steep price. That's it. Dude, they are eating good, dude. Their standards are too high. Or it's too low. It's like, it's both. It's both. Everyone's standards are too high and too low. This HBM and VD are like the worst things ever to them. But at the same time, not standards, more like expectations. Because a new Toad game's come out and they're like, it's already gonna be garbage, dude. I already hate the game. It's not even out. I liked the previous one. It's already gonna be bad. Like, okay. Bro, I left before HBM and whatnot. I left, like, Discord server and whatnot. When HBM dropped, I was like, I'm not looking in there. It's so... I don't care. I knew people weren't gonna like it. Even if there were gonna be fans of it, I knew that there were gonna be people who were instantly just like, this is the worst game I have ever played. $15? I'm being ripped off. I should sue this man. I should go to Japan and fistfight Zone right now. He released this game? Wow. It's like they put their expectations bottom of the barrel, and then the game comes out, it's bad, and they're like, I can't believe this. My expectations were betrayed. The first early bits are fine. Yeah, I think I think the idea had potential, but it's kind of hard to actually execute it well, I'd say. I wasn't there for when VD got released, but it was really weird to go to like TRS and they have an emote for like just how much they dislike the game. Like, unironically, maybe it's just me. While the photo games are good, I don't think they're like something crazy. Like, if I was around for when VD released and I had beaten Shoot the Bullet and whatnot, I'm like, eh. Yeah, sure. I'm like, okay. Bro, you got like, Toho players got like 25 plus games to play through. One comes out and they're like, it's done, bro. We're done for. Toho is reclining. It will never be good again. I haven't actually played VD. I assume it's gonna, if I do, I'll just be like, that was a game I played. And that was it. I don't see myself thinking too much of it, but then again, I haven't played it. And so I'm keeping my opinion neutral because of that. Bro, people said Toho was reclining when TD got announced. I'm sure PC98 players were pissed when they saw EUSD. This is the R we're going to? Son, I can't believe you betrayed our expectations. The first Windows game, and this is what we get? Unbelievable. Toho has started to recline, dude. You should have went back to making HRTP 2. Honestly, dude. Every game is hated on release. It's new game syndrome. But, like, it's like the longest I've ever seen it last. It's like, it challenges Pokemon and how people act with it, dude. Shout out to that one guy when UM was, like, announced. And he was like, this game is already fucking garbage. I hate this game. The game wasn't even out. He already hated it. He was already like, this is it. It's done. It's bad. He went into it thinking he was going to dislike it. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Guess what? He disliked it. It's like, oh. So dumb. People. People are... People. Humans. Stop doing it. I keep aiming it down for some reason, even though it's not what you're supposed to do. Like, I don't get these guys, bro. I don't get Toho players. One thing I do have to say is I thought the Toho community was, like, really annoying for a while. I won't lie. Some people just kind of made me really annoyed. Dude, people are already, like... Dude, it's fine. You know, Toho 19 will be garbage. Sin's been lazy anyways. People are already, like, saying that. And it's like, you know nothing. It could be good. It could be bad. I don't know why people are like... Something I've never understood is how people are always like, temper your expectations. You'll never be too excited for anything. In fact, think it's gonna be bad, so you're not disappointed. Like, how, like, forceful are you with your expectations? That you're a bit disappointed and you're like, dude, everything's the worst thing of all time. Like, I mean, I'll be disappointed by a game, but I'm just like, okay, whatever. Like, it's like, that's not the end-all be-all. I don't know why people are like, oh, I hate how people just, I keep ranting about, like, the community. I thought the Toho community was, like, a unique thing that I was really annoyed at. I was like, maybe other communities are better. No. Bro, GD players are so much worse, because it's like the Toho community, but everyone is 13, and, like, 90% of the people are that one guy that really annoy you. Like, bro, you think 4 people saying everything is free is annoying? Imagine if that was half the people you ever talk to. It's actually so bad. I really like GD as a game. I think it's fun. I get why other people wouldn't find it fun, though. But, like, the community, dude, it's like, it is the embodiment of what someone once said. I once saw someone said, where it's like, you go into community, you find the people you like, you talk to them outside of that community, and then you get out of there. Because there's definitely some cool people, but it's so many just, like, bratty freaking 14-year-olds, dude. Yeah, good communities don't exist, sadly. There's 100%, in like every community, there will be a few people, they're gonna be like your absolute favorite people. I am starting to get a feel for this, thank God. It's pure muscle memory. I'm kind of just, I'm like half winging it, but like I'm getting a better understanding of what the hell I want to actually do, which is good, because I was worried I would play today, and I'd literally be like, I think every community, the thing is, for me, it's like, one bad apple ruins the bunch, like one weak chain, or one weak link like breaks ruins the chain or whatever. That's 100% it for me, because there can be so many people you're like, this is the best, this is great. There's also like, I guess some communities are definitely good though. Like definitely some are better than others. In my experience of trying, like, venturing into like other communities for like a small bit, Celeste and I Want to Be the Guy seems so chill right now from like my limited experience with them. Yeah, the smallest ones, absolutely. If you can like, if you can huddle together in like a community and you like know most of the people somewhat well, like that's the best one. That's like half of what it is like in the Touhou main chord, but I absolutely don't know some of these people well. Like, randomly, you'll have the guy who doesn't show up for, like, 2 weeks, joining in to give him 2 pieces on the argument that's been happening for, like, an hour. And some people are also just way too argumentative. It definitely is a matter of perspective. Every community at least has that one guy. That's my belief. There's always that one guy. That's just like, oh... But some are absolutely just straight up worse than others. I think when it comes to the Touhou gameplay community, it is in this, like, boundary of could be better, could be worse. Yo, 2 caps in a row, let's go! I'm cracked! Like, it's definitely not the worst thing it could be, not even close. But it's definitely not the best. Mostly, it's not even like one person. Like, I know a lot of my time has been complaining about one guy, but it's always, there's a lot of people randomly. But once every full moon, blue moon. GeForce Game Driver is available. I can't wait to not do that right now because I'm streaming and then forget about it. And then like a week later, one of my games is having like a fit. And I'm like, oh, it's because I didn't update freaking my graphics card software. feel like the co community like phases through like eras of this is really annoying and I guess I'm fine with them, and then back to this is really annoying. The press X phase was like when I joined the community. Oh, I hated it because I was a 1cc player. I was a 1cc player at the time, you know, and it's like this, like that's half of it, dude. I hate hearing it. Damn it. I tried to squeeze through that and it did not work. Press X just bomb is like the most, I mean, yes, but there's more to it. I don't want to be just told press X. Like, it makes it sound so easy. Like bombing is not as, bombing is a skill you work on and improve over time. For most people. Is that a fast kill? 43, let's go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, how do I do this spell? Essentially, either no bomb. Like, if someone says, how do I do a spell? You either explain how to do the spell, or you ask what they're doing. And if they're like, oh, I'm doing like UFO hard one C and I'm trying to cap RTG, then yeah, I'm gonna tell them probably just, you know, bomb it rather than that. But like most of the time it's like, how do I do the spell? And everyone's like, oh, just bomb. Yeah, it's a very reductive way. That's a lot of the community as a whole. It's a lot of just like, it's like, it's taking something much larger and putting it into 3 words, and it feels very condescending at times. Like, there's like extreme cases where I would probably say it if they're trying to be like, guys, how do I cap Aya's survival? I'm doing Moth Lunatic 1cc, by the way. Like, I'm not, like, I don't know. There's not much else to really add there. Like, there's so much more. There's so much more to everything. I also hate if it's a routing spell, just route it. Because it's the same issue. How do I do that? Yeah, it's also just like, I find this thing hard. Even for the games as a whole, like I know I complained about this essentially a bit ago, but oh, I find these games hard, and it's like they're actually really easy. Like that feels so wrong. Like it doesn't feel like, oh, don't worry, dude, you got this. It feels more like they're really not hard. What are you saying? Holy shit, dude, I'm unlocked. Yeah, easy experience. Crazy, freaking Crazy said something. Cause in Damaku we were talking about like things we find. Yeah, I'll always say it's like for like Sewer War or something. It's easy once you get it down. Because learning Sewer War is so mind-numbing because of how much of a pain in the ass it is to learn. You gotta sit through like a minute of nothing, and then it's like by far the hardest part of the ExNN after that. But once I got it down, dude, I could do it so consistently. But it's like, I'm not just gonna say, by the way, it's easy, as if you can just get it down in 10 attempts. But yeah, Crazy said something, because we were talking about like personal struggles throughout like Toho, and I was like, I really struggle with LoLK. Like, both mechanically, like, I just couldn't feel like I could bet anything. And mentally, because everyone would always say everything's so consistent and easy. And he said it's like, someone giving tips to someone while that person is beyond the finish line. Like, helping someone with a race while you're beyond it. Because I was something like that. Kind of. Because it's like, you've already done it. And while it is true, they'd probably know more. They'd know more. It's also in this weird spot of calling it easy when you've already done the entire learning process is a bit wrong. Like, I'll always... The learning process is the most important part of any attack for me. First, it's learning it, and then it's getting consistent. I've heard that. People always forget the, like, the struggle. I remember it, dude. For my current, like, GD hardest, 15,000 of my 16,000 attempts were just practice and learning it. And I will never forget that. I'll always try to remember the struggle, because it's such an important part of it to me. If I say something takes X amount of hours to do, that's literally the second I start practicing to the very end. Yeah, dying to survival is 1 second left is a weirdly common thing I see happen. How much I struggle with it. That's usually what I do. It's a mix of time, struggle, and when I did it. That's why I'd unironically say, LoLK, ExNN, NN, assuming best shot, Marisa Wolf in my opinion, is harder than UFO Lunatic 1cc to me. They took a similar amount of time. UFO was much less optimal. I played like garbage for a lot of UFO because I was trying to go all greens, and then I went all reds, and I did it in like 2 hours after that. Not even, like an hour. Well, LoLK took me a bit less time than UFO. It was way more mentally taxing because of just how it's built. And also, it's just, I did it after. I did LoLK ExNN after UFO. There is a lot to it, but when I did all greens, it did not work. When I decided maybe I should do all reds, it started to work better. And by better, I mean it took an hour. I'm not gonna tout, literally, like, this is, like, it's objectively harder. I wouldn't do that, because I don't know. I don't know what's objectively harder than everything else. This is harder for me, but skill sets exist. Different types of play exist. Not only is comparing EX to main game hard enough, but then it's comparing EX to ExNN, you know, no miss, no bomb, to a 1cc. And that's even harder. Damn it. Yeah. I didn't really know. I don't know. I've kind of just played DR Rage a bit. Well, it's definitely hard. I don't know about harder, more impressive than UFO LMB. I feel like I'd crank it out faster than I could do LMB. Because it's one spell. That's the biggest thing. You're doing one thing. It's quick to restart. UFO LMB is like, practice everything around the game, and then go through it all without making mistakes. I think SK is just cracked at UFO, honestly. Main game, standard play. He apparently got LMB and V, like, really quickly. From what I know. Oh, sick lineup. Never mind. Coming back together, baby. What are you doing over there, Moon? Oh, hell. That's hell. Yeah, like I said, some of the stages are hard. Stage 3 spam, Stage 4 spam, Stage 5 spam. It's just all spams. Stage 3 spam was on when I was doing Lunatic 1cc, that was the hardest one for me. I just couldn't do it well. No, dude, that would have been such a good lineup if I actually passed through those stars. I hate if I'm too close to the wall, my talismans just kind of delete themselves. Cripe. Cripe? Cripe. Cripey. Imagine dying like that on phase. I'd cry. Oh, dude. I think just Rainbow alone will be like the hardest thing I've done in Toho, I feel. I don't know. This feels just... It's so hard. Okay, ExNN is so hard. This feels like it'll be harder than friggin' Saki of EDDC. I could have said Pikachu was like Raikou, and honestly, I have no idea what he was talking about. That shit feels nothing alike. I'm getting my ass handed to me. I checked the usual, like, Copper Mountain speed kill, and honestly, I didn't really understand it very well. And I've just kind of been homegrowing my own, like, sort of route. I'm not good at learning stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the friggin' movement RNG, dude. It makes it such a pain. Why do I... One thing I did copy was aiming that second moon to the wall. But I just don't do that sometimes. And then this happens. I can't, like, copy people's routes very well. It has to be very basic, otherwise I just... nothing... I could watch it, like, 100 times over, and I'd still not really know what to do. Please come over to the wall. Or the left. This spell is so hard, dude. Please die. It's so a full minute of loot. I wouldn't call this gorilla, really. Yeah. Yeah, that was such a garbage kill time. It worked, yeah. Like, look at that. Look at that lineup. Pristine, Mr. Clean, dude. I hate the stars, dude. The star RNG. I'm gonna kill anyone who ever said the stars are irrelevant and not a problem. I'm gonna kill them. They're done for. Let's see who's irrelevant now, bitch. Oops. Yeah, the freaking screen shake is like... Oh, I hope you didn't want to see. Mamma mia. Dude. It's like, my biggest issue is trying to align the moons. Because if she just moves in bad spots, I suddenly can't align them very well. Like, when they're off sync, it's so bad. And it's so hard to resync them. Like, if you can get good sync on the moons, it's not that hard. The problem is actually doing that. The moon hitbox is also like where they hit the wall of the moon. Like, I've copied, like, until the second moon spawns, basically. Like, look at that. This only works sometimes. And then this happens. God, the spell. Yo, some guy got an USD extra 1 miss. That's hype. Let me rewatch this to know, like, where does he hit the moons and whatnot. You know, try to pay at least some attention. Dude, he got 33 seconds. That's like crazy. I could never. Oh, he aims it off to the side immediately? I'm such a goober, dude. Never mind, I did not copy shit from this route. Okay, so all of that is basically to line it up and get some damage in. Yeah, and at that point they're lined up and you can just freaking kill. Oh yeah, and then you get them going from the left wall to the right wall. That part's great. Bam. There's no way I'm doing my initial goals for today. I wanted to do blue 2 to the end. Dude, I still have to play everything else in this stage. That's actually absurd. The homie, what a real one. She's so cool. Eek. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that's alright, Sync. Bam, bam. I just kind of died there, bro. Oh, it seems so stupid. It's not really stupid. I mean, it's kind of stupid. I won't lie. I don't dislike it. My biggest issue is one guy telling me how it's consistent and not that hard at all. And it's completely overrated by everyone ever. Oh yeah, dude. Now this is the damage I like to see, baby. Ooh. What is overrated? This spell. Someone said that. Yeah, move up. Hello, Hume. Okay. That was a spooky dream. Do I get the baller lineup? Where I don't have to move up for the first phase? I did. Did I just so happen to get it for phase 2 as well? Bada bing, bada boom, dude. I love RNG. What about phase 3? I don't trust it. Yeah, I really don't trust it. This is not it. This ain't it. Oh my god, I threw? I threw? Throwing for content? That's crazy. Yo, shout out to that moon freaking bonking itself like twice. Oh my god, dude. So lame. So freaking, so lame. I don't know. Dude, this spell card is a spell card in the game. Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. I didn't think it was gonna be left, right, left, right, left, right. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, don't worry, buddy. This will be a straight gap for a few seconds. Nope. I can't dodge. I can't do it. There's something I've noticed, the way some people type, that it's like one of the most random things to notice, and I don't understand it. It's like, usually when I see someone who has English as like a second language or whatever, they'll put like a space before their periods and exclamation points. I've always been confused why that's like a thing. Like, it's not like I obviously don't have anything against it. It's just kind of always something I've noticed, and I've never known why. Like, do other languages just do that? I always notice with the question marks is the one that shows up the most often and the one I remembered. Look at this. God damn it, why did I try to fit through that? I greeted because I hate having to sit through it. I know, right? Junko's second spell is so awesome and cool. At least I'm getting way more consistent at Lunatic Impact. Like, doesn't take me 500 tries to cap it once. Dude, thank God she 2-waves that. You know what I'm not going for? That again. Dude, the IN ExNN streams are gonna be so hype because it's gonna be me playing non-8 for 8 years, and then I start cruising. If I get consistent at non-8, bro, oh my god, right? You're about to see freaking blowout finale as I cruise through. Hopefully, it's gonna be more than 2 hours though. Actually, it'll be 2 hours on stream for like 20 of them. Please die. I hate how it speeds up, too. It's not enough that I have to deal with this. No, it wouldn't be very hard. It would be kind of annoying because you still have to deal with imperishable shooting. Or at least I do. But outside of that, it would be like... I think it would be a bit harder than like... I don't think it would be like bottom tier difficulty with like Moth and SA. But I don't think it would be much higher. I think harder than SA and Moth, but probably easier than TD. Hardwave has a safe spot? Yo, I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea. I haven't heard of it before. The survival is hard. I don't know. It's hard. Firm believer of COD survival is difficult. Oh my god, not like that though. It's not hard because of that. It's hard because I'm not doing that. Dude, IN is gonna go crazy because it'll be the last one too. Speaking of like, I have an idea because when all ExNNs are done, I don't really have much of a long grind to go for it. There'll be PCB, LNN at some point, but like I don't really have much past that. Yo, the God lineup. Yo, the God misalignment. Let's go. I fucked it up. Alright, yeah. Where to start, where to end. Maybe. From what I heard, it was just move fast. That's my strat. Move fast to spread out the stars as much as possible. I'll probably work on it a bit more. Right now, it's mostly just Lunatic Impact right now. I should do all LNN. I probably don't. I don't know if I don't know if I have the mental, not only the mental fortitude, but the mechanical skill to ever pull that off. I'd be like 45 by the time I did that, if I non-stop grinded. That shit's too hard. My thought process was... So I'm kind of stealing something from GD, because GD has the Extreme Demon Roulette, and it's kind of like that. It would be the LNN Roulette, and I gotta take time to describe it. So let me cap this first, please. So how it would work is you have to go through 12 quote-unquote games, each one longer than the next. So the first one is literally just one stage section, anything, but it has to be from a lunatic game or an extra game, or extra, not anything, because extra is different enough, and it's not like everything on lunatic is impossible. You get like USD stage 1 stage section, and that's it. But then you got to go to level 2, which will be another random stage section, which cannot be the same as the first one you got, and then a random boss, any boss. You could get Rumia, you could get Junko. And then you do that. And then you have a new, unchosen random stage, random boss, and then another random stage. And this goes on and on until you have all 12 in a row to create a full 6 stages and 6 bosses. And you have to LNN each one in a row for each quote-unquote level. The interesting about this is, unlike the Extreme Doom and Roulette, where it gradually gets harder, because first you have to do 1%, then 2%, then 3%, this could instantly be like, once you get to level 2 and you have a random stage or random boss, it could be garbage. You could have to do EOSD stage 4 spam combined with Junko. And another thing on top of that is the shot types would also be randomized, but not perfectly for each game. Every section is just going to have a random shot type for that game. Because it's not like you can just say, Reimu A overall, and then it's like, okay, I'm playing, or even like, you're like Yomu overall, and then you're playing UM stage 3. Did I call book spam? I might have. I was also thinking of saying PCB stage 6 spam. And then that keeps on going on until you have the full 6 stages. It was an idea I had, because it could be really funny. Also, just give me something to do, because I didn't really have goals beyond this. EX, PCB, LNN. Maybe a few LMBs here and there, but that would be like a nice, just long goal where I'm like, you know, I feel like grinding it out, and then I could just start playing. Yeah, it could be easy. I could get literal worst combination of things. Yeah, what could be on my side? I also could get, like, imagine I get to the last 6. It could be literally the worst things. Reimu A USD stage 4. Like, Marisa B PCB stage 6. Marisa LoLK stage 5, because why not? I don't really know other, like, horrendous stage sections. What are horrendous stage sections? Nothing in Iron. Moth. I could get, like, Waterfall is... I don't know. Someone. I could get LoLK EX or PCB stage 4, where while it's not hard, it's so long. Actually, PCB stage 4 would be garbage to get, because you have to... It's, like, 4 minutes? 4 to 5 minutes? But you also have to deal with Lily White. Yaokina, it could be any Okina. You could get any Okina, dude. Junko, freaking all these other ones. It could be so bad, and it could be so good. And that's what makes it great. Could it just be an interesting challenge, too? Like, it's not something someone else has thought of. It's such, like, a goofy idea. I think it could be really funny, and just fun in general. The worst part would be if I got, like, 12 separate games for the last one, and I'd have to have, like, 12 fucking games open at once or whatever. No, I wouldn't actually wait Okita 4 times. Unless the stage was literally just completely different as a different shot type, I wouldn't do that. Which I don't think ever happens. Like, sometimes there's a different boss. And for something like, oh, Ben or something, Ben or Yatsuhashi, it would be referring to the shots that actually fight them. The only one I could possibly wait separate times would be, like, Patchy, I think. Because Patchy has the fake thing in TH Prac, where you can make one shot go through the entirety of one. While with Okina and, like, the friggin', yeah, DDC Stage 4, it doesn't work like that, sadly. And by sadly, I mean thank God. I wouldn't want to play DDC Sakia B Ben. Now hopefully I do remember this whenever I decide to even tackle such a thing. Like, in the end of it all, oops, opened up friggin' that thing. In the end of it all, I could have to LNN the most evil, worst game of all time, or it could be like 6 stage 1s in a row. That's the nature of the roulette. Dude, the fact that I have to go through Blue 2 before Lunatic Impact is such a pain in my ass. Can you go low? I mean, go high? Don't go low. Can you not go low, please? I should have called this stream just Lunatic Impact practice, because I honestly don't really want to practice anything else. I want to get good enough at this spell. God, why do I even trust these to not be like 600 pixels wide? That's not what I wanted to do. Well, this is terrible. Let me tell you that much. Oh wait, yo, I got 2 of them synced up, and I off sync them. Offset, not off sync. Desync would be the word, I believe. Yeah, it was Fidget Spinner Moon. They were all like a third off of each other. Dude, the freaking stars! I'm like, I want to go up here at the stars in question. No, dude, that was so fast. That was such a clean kill at first. And then, you know, bad stars. I hate good players who can dodge these effortlessly. How dare people be more skilled than me, truly. No, I did not get hit by any of those. Sometimes I get hit by one, I just don't see it. Like, I swear, my movement that poo-poo? Movement that bad? I don't want you to go up, I want you to go down. Not down, to the side. Stars are hard. They have such a big hitbox. It's kind of unfair. Kind of rude, honestly. I think they should chill out. Bro, why was that second move so slow? This is not a fast kill unless I can pull some some jank out. Oh, hold on. They're pretty in sync. No, I thought they were just gonna go far left for some reason and not up left into my butthole. That was so mean. Why did I go left? I don't know how long I want to stream. My original plan was 2 hours. And honestly, that's probably about how long I want to go. Even though it is 2 hours right now. Probably not much longer. I didn't... I wasn't ready to stream for too long today. Mostly just warming up to the idea of it. I also didn't want to play Lunatic Impact for 800 views. No! What is that? No, she's gonna die from the death wave. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Screw off. Yo, 41-second kill. That's hype. Can I not die here again? Please? Like, I really gotta line up here, because even a bit off, and it's like, sorry, these hitboxes are actually the worst in ever. Just ever. Why is she all the way over here? Stars are funky. I'm not familiar with fighting against them, though. Like, what bosses do even use stars that I've fought in a lot? Not, like, any. So glad the blue phase is easy. I'm not very familiar with either of the stage 4 bosses in Ion. I'm bad at both of them because I've barely played them. Alright, good phase 1 lineup. Nice. Love to see it. Finally. Died to impact, rip. The thing about Impact is, like, even if I did, like, Impact and Dragon Eater are both, like, I could think of a route, and so many things could go wrong, and then it's like, how do I salvage this? I don't. I don't. Alright, I'm gonna play... I want to... play Blue Non 2 for a bit, and then I'll probably be done. Good, sorry. Dude, I can't. It's so hard sometimes, and I just kind of freeze up because I don't know how I should approach anything. I don't know if any fight... Oh, fights will usually make me like a song more, and sometimes it'll make me dislike it. I don't like LoLK Stage 1 songs because of that. They just remind me of bad times of trying to do normal NCC and having a not very good time. I also just didn't like how the start of Stage 1 song sounded anyways. It sounds kind of ugly at the start. Dude, I couldn't, like, get over to the right comfortably, but it was like, there was no other option. That's such a pain. Such a pain. Like, dude! I choose a gap. I'm like, I feel like going through this gap, and the game says, no, you don't. Yeah, please stay up high and not low. I'm so bad. Saki's theme for a while inspired dread inside me because it reminded me of playing LoLK Extra. My only strat right now is just knowing where, like, the gap will show up in the, like, the main wave of it. And just knowing to be there. Like, I don't read those fast kunai at all. I just read the big waves, and I'm like, okay. Bye. They're the hardest. They're hard. I'm coming to the conclusion I don't like this non-spell. It's kind of dumb. I don't know. I don't... Maybe I'm not good enough to appreciate it, but it just feels like I can just get completely destroyed, and that's life. That's just life. Katya has the hardest overall non-stop. I don't know. I don't know about overall nons, actually. As well, Blue Non 2 is super hard. Blue Non 1 is pretty hard. The rest are not that bad. Pink Non 2 is only bad because she can go super low and it becomes really stupid. Ow, my eyes. Why did I try for that? I don't call the Junkonons unfair. They're just... they just don't belong in extra. There are many things in this series that I would call outright unfair. Something I really hate in a pattern is extreme variance. Where, like, it can be super easy or it can be super hard. I don't know why I went on that tangent for a bit, because that has nothing to do with unfair, but that's just what I hate in attack. That's why I hate stuff like Muscle Explosion and Bolad. Because it just feels like the pattern can be really easy, or it can be something that I could never dream of getting good enough to handle. My experience with this non right now is I try to go through a gap, and sometimes it is just so tight, and I have no idea what to do about it. Or I'm just bad. Yeah, I'm a bit aggressive. I almost just got that. Yeah, I'm aggressive. Ooh, good at me. Good on me. Bad on me. Oh my god. I'm never doing LoLK ExNN, dude. There's no way. No way, this shit is so hard, dude. It's so hard. Yeah, I got a back-to-back! That's alright! I don't even care if I die at this non, dude. I got back-to-back blue non. So Luna's Compact! I missed my right key and almost died. Yeah! Oh, I have the boss in 2 runs! What is this? Oh, yippee. The annoying part about this safe spot is I don't know how to hit it. Like, I just hope. Like, unless I play from the start, I don't have a visual indicator. I should have been shooting. These guys can move down and just kill me because of that. that instead. I got my Phantasm strats for spam from a score run. Would have gotten down consistently otherwise, because no one else does it like that. Everyone doing like Phantasm, ExNN, just kind of dodges. Most people doing ExNNs and whatnot. Probably well above the level they need to be, or at least a lot of them. A lot of the well-known ones. I don't trust day one frickin' strats. Yeah, unironically, I'd rather look at a low-skilled player's run. They just kind of get a feel for it. You gotta be in the... There's like 2 levels to the safe spot. You have the general safe spot where you don't get hit by the aimed rice, and then you also have to be at the bottom of it so it shoots down. Alright. I'm gonna... Oop, not autobomb. I'm literally just gonna do an attempt. See if I can get a no bomb. No matter what happens, this will just be where I end. normal safe spot is, like, possible, but it's garbage. Hopefully this works. Because if this works, then I have it all in 3 runs, which will be cool. Yeah. I know you can use the planet, but my problem is I can't practice the planet from the section, so I find a section at the bottom, and then I sort of line myself up. Let's go, it worked. What I used to do, because this was something I actually figured out a while ago, was I used to try and figure out a section. I thought about trying a section on the right to line up there for height, but verticality is a lot less important, I would say. Because you can mostly feel it out for how high you need to be, but for left and right, it's a lot more specific. So I line up. You see this purple petal right underneath me? I line up in the middle of that, and then move up. Anyways. I'm so glad the start of this fight is as easy as it is. I'm so not glad the fact that I didn't get a life piece there. Ow. I just kind of like let that happen because I didn't feel comfortable moving off to the side there. For real? Oh my god. Cool, I'm not at full power. Yeah, I should do the journal days. That's worth it. I gotta spice things up, really. Oh, it's too free, really. It's uncanny how easy it is. Yeah, no, it's hard. I'm actually kind of surprised I capped it at 3 power. No, I'm just screwing around about that one. I never unironically call things free unless it's like stage 6 Yomu mid spell lunatic safe spot strats. Free just means super easy. So, some people will just say it unironically. I very much do not use the term very often. Only when I truly mean it. And I think it's actually has a meaning. Damn it. Oh, I did not see that. I was trying to go off to the side and I got owned. That actually kind of sucks. A lot. Yeah, I was not even thinking. I forgot that was a thing that could happen. Me when I forget to deploy my own strat. And actually too bad. The god lineup, I capped it at 3 power, let's go! Oh my god. I know, oh, this sucks though. Yeah, this isn't meant to be a real attempt. This is just to do an attempt and then call it a day. I said I was gonna stream on Thursday, and then I just didn't feel like it, so I didn't. Cool beans, dude. I threw so hard. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Oh. What a throw, dude. That's so lame. What a lame. I wanted that at least clear, not that. Whatever. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I played Lunatic Impact for like 2.5 hours. On the plus side, I clearly got alright at it. Yeah, I'm done. Done for today. I don't know when I'll stream next. Depends on how I'm feeling. I really just don't know. Could be Thursday. Could be some other day. I have no idea. But yeah. So to everyone watching, thank you for showing up. I hope you enjoyed. And have a good one. Bye-bye.